That is when human will matches divine will, when you're actually grateful that things didn't work out the way that you think they should have. Hi everyone, Manmeet Chowdhury from Optimum Performance Solutions. Sometimes we go through life and we'll say things like this when we experience certain individuals or events. That shouldn't have happened. I'd like to erase it out of my life. It was a mistake. They should never have done that. And I can never forgive them. These kind of things come up when our human will thinks that there should have been something different to actually what happened. And it's in that very split moment that we actually are questioning the work of the divine. Now, the work of the divine, be it, God or universe or whoever you may worship, that's not what I'm attached to. But for you to understand that the highest level of true worship to the divine is thank you, I love you. The gratitude and the love that you have for what you have been served with. Now, what happens is whenever our human will thinks something should have been different, we impose this opinion and this judgment and this perception that something there was more painful than pleasurable, more drawbacks than benefits, more negatives than positive. But in actuality, the experience or the individual that we experienced at the time had both sides. So the moment we ask them quality questions, we're able to see the divine perfection and have access to that and have no desire to change it. Because once we see where our human will matches divine will, there is no desire to change it, because all that's left when we see that perfection is thank you. I recently did a consult in Dubai, and I started the session off where the lady actually said all those words. And when we asked them quality questions around how certain things that happened served, and again I reiterate that it's not to make something that we've gone through be a positive, because what she went through in her perception was quite traumatic. And if I shared it with you and society, people would go, well, how can that event only ever be good? But I'm not looking to make something good. I'm looking to see the hidden order in the apparent chaos, to see divine perfection of what has happened. And one other quality question I'd like you to ask when you experience something and you think this shouldn't have happened, or I shouldn't be experiencing this, or they shouldn't have done this to me, I want you to ask this one empowering question. Why did I co-create this situation or this individual coming into my life for my evolution, for my journey and my growth? Because when you take responsibility for what has been co-created in your life with you and the universe, you will also access the divine perfection and see why that's been handed to you. And when you see that, there is nothing but thank you left. And that is when human will matches divine will, when you're actually grateful that things didn't work out the way that you think they should have, and you're not imposing this human will onto divine will of what actually happened. So I encourage you this week, take a few moments just to take one event that you've experienced that you think should have been different, and ask yourself, why did I co-create this for myself? Look for the blessings in your crisis. Look for the hidden order in your chaos. Look for divine perfection in your human will.